Hello everyone and welcome back. On today's video, I thought I'd talk a little bit about some personal stuff. Before I get to that, I was very inspired by Kandy Muse's yellow look, and I had some purple flowers and I was like, I'm gonna do a purple version of that. Since I got the flowers from my partner, I thought I'd talk about how we met and what was the process like. As may all of you know, I've been here for 3 years now. I don't think I'm considered a newcomer anymore, but we'll deeper into immigrating while being in a long distance relationship and how we ended up reuniting. I'm going to put a wig cap on and get my makeup realness ready, and I'll be right back. So as you can see on the picture here from Kandy Muse, you can see that she has a very, first of all, she is so good at makeup, unlike me. And she executed every look that she does to perfection. So it's a very pastel, a very like, the blush is there, like it's so good. It's such a good look, and it inspired me to do the same. So we're gonna try to recreate it. I see that on her forehead she has some of these sparkly things, so I think I'm gonna do that first and then start with the makeup. As I'm going to use Prose cream glue adhesive. Oh shit, I can't open. Oh, it's open. And then once it's cleared, I'm gonna go with sticking the stones. Alright, so we waited for some time. It's not completely clear, but I'm over it. I think I really have to practice like some sort of patient exercise. After moving to Canada, I kind of felt like everything needs to be done fast, quickly, no time to waste. It was intense. Hopefully it'll stick. Kind of did. She's there. So I'm going in again with the Bobbi Brown primer. I'm gonna get a cutesy layer of it. So the look that Kandy Muse did, Jesus, I have to silence this. So now that the primer is completely on, Kandy Muse's look is a very nude, it's a very beautiful look. So the next thing that I'm going to do is wear my gloves, because I don't want pigmented stain colors on my hand. Let's go in with the primer. I'm gonna do one eye and then go on the other later on. So I was talking about my partner and how we met. So it was, I think, my 5th year in Turkey, and I was just, you know, especially when you're in a small town and you're like gay, and I was socially isolating myself from people because I didn't want anyone to know. It was still not a safe place to be as an LGBTQ plus person. So mostly I would just, you know, have a few people in my circle that I trusted, and I just hang out with them. And there were times that I would like go online and chat with people, or like use social media, different dating apps. So I met Vadim, let's just say online, and we kind of clicked because he was like a really big fan of Lady Gaga, and I was like, oh my god, work. Like, I was a huge fan of Lady Gaga as well, and I am still. And we kind of talked, we shared our like Skype IDs, and we were Skyping back and forth. And he was living in a very small town in Russia. So we kind of related on that aspect as well, that I was like a refugee a gay person who fled from his hometown and was, you know, in a closet. And he was the same, but we both had like dreams and hopes and passions. And at that time that I met him, I didn't have anything or any remotely any knowledge of that I will be in Canada soon. I was just waiting, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Now I'm gonna go into my Bright Beauty Bay matte palette. I love this palette, and I'm gonna go into, let me just look at the other. I have a pastel palette as well. I'm gonna look at the purple that I have here, and I want to see the contrast for sure. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with this grape scape color here, and I'm gonna just patch it on in the eye corner upper area and then blend it with a pastel color. I'm gonna go just like this. So we switched numbers, and I kept insisting that, hey, we're so close. I mean, I'm in Turkey, you're in Russia. Let's, like, you know, why don't you come and visit me? At that time, I couldn't visit him. Obviously, I don't know if you know, but as a refugee, you're not allowed to leave town. And if by any chance they catch you leaving the city, let alone the country, you're gonna be deported. So it's kind of like, oh, so you're here, you have to wait, and you're stuck in the city for like 6 years. It's, I mean, I'm saying it with like, describing it really lightly, but it's intense. It's like, no, it's very intense to be that in that situation. So I'm gonna use this blending brush and blend the edges a little bit. We kind of made it work, and he came and he visited, and we were like, it's so funny because at the time that he was visiting, I already got a phone call that, hey, this is the Canadian Embassy in the capital, we would like to interview with you. And things started to look like, oh shit, I'm moving to Canada type of a thing, while I'm trying to like meet Vadim. So long story short, I see Vadim, and then we kind of hang out, and then I have to get ready to go to Canada. It was really difficult, because even though this is something that you've been waiting for so long, still you had to say goodbye to your friends, other refugee friends who were waiting as well, and they didn't hear anything back from anyone. So it was like a bittersweet moment for me, because I felt bad for a lot of people that are still stuck there, and that is why one of the main reasons that I volunteer with Rainbow Refugee is to help them and raise awareness that, you know, while you're sitting there relaxed and trying to survive this pandemic, there are LGBTQ plus refugees who are in an unsafe environment in a pandemic, trying to survive and trying to earn money. I don't know how it is right now. Like, I could not imagine me being there during the pandemic. I really feel that it is way harder right now. Okay, so I blended this like this, like so. If you can see, I kind of blended out so it looks like it lost its color. So I'm gonna go in with the pastel color. Is the pastel color that they have here. So I finally did some research, and I came across this organization called Legit, which is an LGBTQ plus couple rejoining. Okay, I don't know what's the exact title, But what they do is they volunteer and they help LGBTQ plus couples to reunite. So reunification volunteer service, I would say. Whether you're married or you're common law. So I learned that what I'm eligible for is something called conjugal sponsorship, which you basically, which means you are in a committed relationship, but because of some circumstances you were not able to live with each other and you've been in a relationship for 1 year. And in that 1 year that I was in Canada, I went and I visited Vadim in Turkey twice. So we applied for that, and thank God. I mean, I don't know if there are any couples watching this or if anyone had the same experience. If you know how it is. It is insane. And you will go through it. Go through hell. And Vadim finally came here. Our process took like 10 months, 11 months, and he landed in Canada on December 25th, which was on Christmas Day. And a month and a half later, the pandemic started. So he is experiencing a lot of difficulties because he's a newcomer. He wants to, like, you know, grow and like start his career and contribute to things and meet people, but he cannot because it's a pandemic. So my me being a newcomer 3 years ago was a total different experience than being in a pandemic. So like the pandemic filter kind of changes everything. And ever since, I mean, we were together and it was hard. It was definitely a test, especially those early days when everyone was like kind of self-isolating and we didn't know what type of a virus we were dealing with. It was insane, and we were like, what are we doing? And we were sharing the place that I'm in right now with a roommate because we didn't have any money. We were poor. And once he found a job, and I kind of have, you know, I'm still working, we were able to afford both rooms in the basement. So we turned one into a studio, and we were like, we talked about our dreams, and it just hasn't been easy for him nor for me to grow because it takes time and it's hard. So we just had to be patient. Maybe that's why I'm not patient. I'm just gonna do a touch like that there. I just felt like it. I don't know why. I'm gonna use Beauty Balm. This is from my partner, and it has a type of a purple here that is pretty cute. So I'm just gonna do like a touch, just in a corner here, and like trying to blend it as much as possible. I'm using an eyeliner for some reason and going in. I'm using one size black eyeliner, and I'm just giving it some color. I hope I can go in with a brush and just like blend it out. Yeah. The Sensorium Brow Engineer. Now I'm gonna go in and apply this, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go against my brows first. So I'm gonna do my other eye off camera, and I'll be right back, and I'll do my face with y'all. Alright, the second eye is done as well. Now I'm gonna go and do my face. Now I'm gonna go with Milk Work Lip and Cheek. I'm gonna pop some lashes on, put a lipstick on, and bake her up, and I'll be right back. I'm going back to the Daydream Pastel color palette, and I'm just doing some touch-ups, making sure everything looks good. Now I'm gonna do something that I've been meaning to do. I kind of kept it as a surprise thing. I'm going to create like a purple freckle effect on top of my nose and all the way. Ew! Apparently red and blue creates poo. It's just like someone shit on me. Yeah, that's just shit you do on them. So I'm gonna try and save, like, turn this into something off camera. And I'll be right back with the final look. Can't believe I spent 3 hours for this. Alright, so here's the final look. Then once I started to like trying a dry brush on top of that mess, it kind of turned purple. Some flowers in it, as how Kandy Muse did it. I really hope you enjoyed this lovely purple look. It's giving you purple rain fantasy. Purple is one of my favorite colors. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like this video and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. Hit the ring bell button if you want to be notified whenever I upload. Can't wait to see you all next week. So see you till next time.